Hello. Welcome to Jadekine Gaming Presents The Observatory. My name is Adam. I will be playing the Game Master, World, Nature, all of the people, except for the characters of Stan, played by Eric, the Old Man, played by Bob, Terry, played by David, Billy, played by Ryan, and Rolfur, played by Austin. Here in the New Divines Dungeons & Dragons campaign. Last time, the Pantheon, minus Rolfur, explored Mushroom Island. Terry accidentally mated with it.
As you do.
Stuff happens.
Old Man learned a possible hint on how he could rearrange divinity against someone's will, maybe? And Terry has been trying to get rid of his symbiotic
fungal infection.
I think they decided to call it baby fungus.
Fungal infection.
It's his baby.
Infection.
He's trying to get rid of the fungus.
His sweet
So he
baby.
puts his arm in the fire because
So if I was mating with it, is it a fungal infection?
Hey, it's too soon.
Seconds.
We have to wait 45
hey,
seconds.
we're like a minute and 45 in. We're fine.
I was really hoping we'd have to restart.
You're so rude.
Yeah, well, you're all
Outrageous behavior.
Anyways.
You have a child. Think about that.
I don't have a child. Sora has yet to give me any.
He got
After
you.
seeing what you're doing to this one, I don't know if she...
I throw my kids.
Is he out of the field since he's been plowing islands, or?
I throw my kids in the forge. The ones that make it out, I teach.
Moving onward, Rolfur, give me another survival check as you are continuing to look for your body.
Hooray. Well, I rolled higher than last time. I get a 13.
Okay.
That's basically a 20 for Rolfur.
I rolled a 4 this time.
4, 20, I mean... They're like...
There are at least 10 sides that are bigger than that number.
Yeah, like a 4 and a 20, like they share a point on the dice.
So the guy with the grid is lost in the woods.
I mean, I'll get there eventually. I said it was going to take a few days.
I've seen that tree 6 times though.
I remember you.
After the 7th time, it'll start making sense.
Billy and
I would telepathically
Alice.
ask if you want help, but
You're hanging out in Vorpal. What do you do?
So during my time messing around with my projected image, exploring the forest, did I come across anything interesting?
You said you were just exploring around the town of Vorpal, so nothing particularly in the immediate region. No.
Okay.
No, it seems to have a... You do find, the occasional, like, maybe watchtower or such where they are maintaining their perimeter, but...
Say I'll go and find one of the wall guards, I guess.
Okay.
And I'll ask him and see what he has to say about the Jabberwock.
Well, beware. It has jaws that bite, claws that catch.
Do you know where about it roams?
I believe there have been some bit northwest in the Tulgey Wood.
Are you going to offer it a Snickers snack since you're a chocolatier?
It's like, yeah, you want a Snicker?
Sure.
There you go. It's like...
I feel like a totally different person.
It's like, I'm a world famous chocolatier. I can help you out there. Alright.
do whatever I want.
So, the Jabberwock happens to be in the northwest in the, what'd you say, Tulgey Forest?
Tulgey Wood.
And it has claws that catch and such.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I feel like all of us have
have there
not read enough Alice to get away with this game.
I ask, and so have there been any actual incidents as of late with the Jabberwock, or people just know best to stay clear?
No, nothing locally, at least. And Tulgey watches the western border, of course, but...
Tolgard,
Yes,
which is?
that's city north. Along where the Dinah River enters the Tulgey Wood.
Daiga River?
Dinah?
No, Dinah. And so they and the people of Tolgar might know more about it then.
Tolgard.
Tolgard. Okay.
Guarding the Tulgey Wood.
Okay. So they might know more about it.
And certainly possible.
They just get their weapons imported from Vorpal.
Yes, we prepare those for this, and then, of course, the Jabberwock is not the only dragon that we have to watch out for, and many of those are come from the south. A lot of them stay there amicably, but we mount the defense if they decide to try to invade our borders.
And have you ever come across a Vernicious Canid? I wouldn't imagine so. They tend to be island bound.
Yes, no, not that I've known of.
No.
I believe there have been some jub birds.
Some jub birds.
Once or twice a band of snatches come through. They're absolutely fermious.
Exactly. I turn to.
Enjoy that, David?
You people.
I turn to Alice and say, well, we can either spend the day here in Vorpal, or we could head over to Tolgard and see what we can do there, and then at least talk to the people there, and maybe even explore and find out where this Jabberwock happens to be.
Let's look. Sure. Whichever you prefer.
Alright. Well, I say we'd spend a couple of hours here, talk to the people of Vorpal. You have an actual bit of time to introduce yourself, since I was the only one who went around here, and then we can move on. Alright. So spend a couple hours proselytizing and introducing Alice to people.
Okay. Shy of that, what is the old man up to? He hasn't considered.
I'm kind of at a dead end.
Are you?
I mean,
Where do you try and find more information when you're at a dead end?
I'd like to, but I don't know anyone who I could talk to about these sorts of things.
Only if you had a party that you trusted.
I trust you, you don't trust me.
If only there were some way to get people to trust me. Oh well.
old man has done nothing wrong. This is just a bunch of very vicious people deliberately misunderstanding me.
I'm kidding.
That is one interpretation of events.
Yep.
So, the old man sits around thinking of what he can do next.
I guess, I mean, there's no,
Come back to you.
there's no books. There's nothing like.
You sit and think. We'll come back to you. Stan, what do you
Yeah,
do after the
there's
time you
nothing I can
spent
do.
working on with Teria, and once he has his arm in the fire?
Well, it's 175 still, right? Still day 175,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yes.
Alright, cool. I guess I mean, we got the diagnosis, and it's going to be fixed tomorrow, right? Like,
I certainly hope so.
lop off your arm and just
No,
regenerate
there's
tomorrow?
no lopping. I am incinerating my arm.
Oh, and when that doesn't work, your plan B is to lop it off and...
No,
I mean,
the arm is getting incinerating.
He's burning it off.
And then I will reject.
He is intending to keep his arm in there long enough that it goes away.
Okay, let me know when you need a heal. Like,
You're currently just concentrating
That-
so he doesn't die. Because
Yep.
regardless, how much health do you
Yeah.
have, Terry?
100, I'm guessing.
In 182 and 35 temp.
man, you're
Yeah,
squishy.
you're really squishy.
Man,
Hard to double
that's
it.
pretty bad.
I think you're squishier than I am.
Actually, doesn't take a huge amount of time for his arm to burn away. I mean, a few hours of it sitting in the fire hurting him, but, compared to what it would be if, say, Stan,
Okay.
how much health does
I prob-
Stan have?
500?
You know, it probably doesn't hurt at all. I probably am just opiated out of my mind.
So, like, if I don't need to be there, I go back and join Ryan through plane shifting.
Okay.
Mm.
Make a luck check.
I'm not using it
I'll
today.
on that.
Do you have a slot for magic items?
Not ready.
You can-
Why?
Because you can borrow my helmet of teleportation today if you want, because I'm not going to use it.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that'd probably help if I need to come back to get you. I'll borrow that. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
It has
Yeah,
3
I'll-
uses of teleport.
So when you find them, Alice is like, so how is things going with Terry?
What? Did you ask how it's going?
Alice did.
Well,
Oh,
you see, Alice. How old
I
is she
thought-
again? 13? When man and I loved each other.
Very much.
When my
well, the man and a
facility-
fungal infection love each other very much.
one decides to dip their arm squarely, form deep into another creature, and the spores on it. Yeah. So now he's incinerating it right now, so he's good as long as I don't take damage.
Oh.
Come out of the shadow, stab him.
I would like to point out the amount of trust that's going on here.
It's a big step for Terry. He has trust issues.
Especially since I've left him while he was lower, not capped off on health. So just left him at 1 health, you'll be fine.
Yep.
It's not like he can die. It would just be inconvenient.
It would be very expensive and inconvenient.
Not going to be expensive at all.
Him having to recast spells is what he's talking about.
Oh, him, yes, me, no. How do you use components, remember?
Yeah. But,
Yeah, go join and proselytize. Let me know if you need anything else.
And certain point in the day they moved to Tolgard.
Yeah.
How do you make your way over there?
How far is it? Is it Pegasus distance or teleport distance?
150-ish miles.
I mean, I just swapped out I got a down teleport right
If a
here.
Pegasus is as fast as a horse, then it's 7 miles a day. So,
Yeah, Pegasus are much faster. They're 90-foot movement.
I mean, horses are 50, so we're still talking like in the 20 mile, or maybe I'm thinking about people walking. People walking is 7 miles a day. Never mind. I think it's 15 miles a day for horses. So it'd be like 30 miles a day for
24 miles a day
Pegasus.
is normal travel pace.
okay.
Yeah, so it would take days for us to get there by animal.
Yeah, let's press the change a fast button there.
And then yeah, we'll look around Vorpal, see if anybody has something from Tulgard that they would be willing to have purchased or part with.
Make a luck check.
Oh. I missed out on all the fun.
Yep, you're over there burning your arm off.
I didn't even get a luck check on how good this infection would be.
I mean,
I get
Nope.
a 19.
You got to tell me how far you put your arm in the ground. 19?
Yep.
Yeah, you're able to
healing
find
it
it.
and see what happens.
Are you willing to explain why?
Yes.
Yeah, you can find something,
Yeah.
some garbage from something that
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be anything special. Just
Yeah.
something from there. Okay. Well, then go ahead and teleport our way there.
Pegasus move about 20 miles an hour.
Give or take.
And depending on how many people you've loaded them up with and all that,
So we could get there in a day. It would just take some.
yeah, it would be the whole
Where we get to
day
right now?
as opposed to now.
Right.
And you still have
Yeah,
half a
let's
day to
just
look
go.
around.
Oh, Tulgard is
Yeah.
where we went to?
Yeah, okay, 20 miles an hour with a light load, I should say, because they get, as soon as you get medium with flying, you go half speed, so they would go 10 miles an hour.
Anyways, so yeah, you hear the sound of the river, and
You're close. It's just around the riverbed.
and a bit of almost the sound of some degree of machinery, as there are quite a few water wheels being utilized here, especially as looking through, you see on the western border of the town, the city, or like it is like sort of walled and fortified against the Tulgey Wood around this area, but also it seems to have some degree of like obstructed the river's path, more in so that they use it, like they're forcing the water through water wheels to either turn grain or run other objects of machinery around the area, like that border of the city, and you're kind of in there. Otherwise, not a large, a bit of a larger town, smaller city, something like there. Not too huge, and not feeling like an incredible commerce district. It's a large guard, a large military presence is sort of felt here. Just from your immediate observations.
All right. Go ahead and approach the town with a friendly demeanor.
As opposed to being mean to everyone,
The
right?
Yes.
we got a war part, a little heart high to them.
Not coming in brandishing weapons or anything.
I don't know, just let them know I am the god of war.
Have you tried kicking in the door and banishing their servant?
Would have worked in my country.
I mean, all of a sudden, banishing's bad again.
So Stan, what were you? You weren't doing that? Okay, that was just a joke. Okay.
We're going Jabberwock hunting.
Yeah. So are you just trying to learn about the town, proselytize? What are you walking about town doing?
Yeah, spend a little time learning about the town, ask about the Jabberwock, and then we can spend some time proselytizing.
Yeah. What are you wanting to know about the Jabberwock? What are you trying to find out?
Well, I guess where it's located and what it might have done recently.
There have been some in the Tulgey Wood.
Then ask
nearby?
if there would be any problem with us hunting one besides the inherent danger of it.
No, not at all. If you go down, no, if you head down to the Joyous Tavern, you might learn a bit more about it.
For Joyous Tavern.
Joyous.
Sure. And it's like, is there somebody I should ask for, or what?
Yeah, figure it out.
Okay.
I like the cut of this guy's jib.
And it's like, so how are things been in Tolgard recently?
Not too exciting. So,
Well, thank you for the time. It's been a pleasure to meet you. I am Billy Bonka, the god of imagination. If you wish,
And candy.
yeah, imagination and all delectable sweets and desserts that you can put your mouth around. If you wish to be saved from a terrible fate, we can tell you about the other gods so that you won't end up in the river of the unworshipper death.
I remember there used to be gods.
Bob,
I've been for a long time.
you should tell Nick that I miss him and to quiet the fuck down.
Yeah, your headset's picking up everything on Guys Agreeing with Bob.
That works too.
And now you can tell he's saying something.
I hope he's saying what I told him to say.
Out of the smiles he just so. He can still hear us though.
But yeah, well,
Mhm.
go. At least start telling this guy about the gods and the situation in the river.
Very well.
And then we can make our way to the Forjoyous Tavern.
Okay. Bit of a rough looking place, kind of dark. When you walk in, you know, barkeep from behind the bar, just first thing, no minors allowed.
And sorry.
Sorry.
Alice just kind of looks like
I
shocked,
yelled
like
it.
backs out.
I put my pick down.
Yeah, it's like, ah, man, just came back from the mines.
It's like-
I'll let you know when we're out.
Otherwise, looking around, there is
Greater polymorph into a bear.
a large stuffed head of like a buck-toothed dragon with enormous, just sort of like milky eyes that is mounted above the bar.
Oh,
Wow,
looks cute.
Bucktooth
that's
dragon.
impressive.
Approached the barkeep and said that since we were asking questions about the Jabberwocky, I kind of mentioned gesture to the mounted head. And he's like, we were recommended to come here to maybe find out some more about it.
Of course. I slayed that one when I was not but a beamish boy.
Good on you.
You're saying a kid could do it.
With Vorpal sword in hand.
Hmm.
It was a maxim foe.
It's a shame to if you didn't have one of those just lying around.
Speaking of the Vorpal sword, what is there anything in particular about the hide of the beast that other weapons are not formidable against it?
I believe it's more the connection of its spirit to this realm that the blade cuts through.
Ah. So with that way to be able to break that, it remains upon this plane unable to be slain?
I've heard certainly tales that a large enough force can take them down still, but at that point you're working against the physical resolve instead of simply making it will itself to move forward.
Hmm. Alright. Well, I'll certainly keep that in mind. At very least, I was able to procure a short sword from Vorpal.
Wonderful.
So that would serve me well. So, what? Since you've already hunted the beast, what can you tell me about tracking it and its characteristics? Should I encounter it?
Well, it came upon me. Rested by one of the tum-tum trees, in thought. As in uffish thought I stood, the Jabberwock, with eyes aflame, came whiffling through the Tulgey Wood, and it burbled as it came. But 1, 2, 1, 2, and through, the Vorpal blade went snicker-snack. I left it dead, and with its head I came galumphing back.
You telling that tall tale again, barkeep?
Well, great show.
He's got one story, I swear.
Great show, my man. So,
They asked about it!
so the Vorpal blade, so we don't have any idea of how to track the thing except for maybe by its passing. As far as what it may leave on the environment. Unless it comes and finds us. Are they particularly aggressive and will seek out people to combat with?
Technical term is to nom.
They seem to have some sort of emotional sense that they gather from those around. They're not necessarily like they don't swarm down upon the town. As long as we put up enough of a fight and a show of defense, we rarely have to put it into action.
Wait, you're saying the Jabberwock come and attack the town? They come and attack the town?
Well, no, generally not, as long as we've put up a sufficient defense that prevents them from trying.
So, or what, are they predisposed to prey on the weak?
I believe so.
So just...
Man.
Just need some weak-looking thing as bait, alright.
Well, yeah, and it's like we were curious about the creature and we're interested in tracking it down. Maybe seeing what a hunt of one of them would be like.
Well, beware.
Is the beast smart?
Yes.
Huh.
Or at least emotionally so.
So it's got solid instincts then.
You could say that.
Okay. Well, with this bar, it's like might as well. I'll send a message to Alice.
Mm-hmm.
Say I'm gonna go ahead and tell the people here in the bar about the gods, and then we can go around town for a while.
Okay.
Use alter self to look small and weak.
No minors.
Okay.
Do I got a light on my hat? Do I look like a miner to you?
But yes, so I will begin proselytizing here in the bar, and then spread out to around town.
Okay. And that's Stan helping as well, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Rolfur is continuing to search. At the point where you're down to just sort of like the remaining bone that's sort of sticking out there, do you... Is that as burnt enough for you, or what do you do at that point?
Yeah. I mean, I'm probably so high off of like opiates that I just barely notice, so I go ahead and pull it out. I don't think I'd be in a state of mind to cast any spells.
Druggy.
So I guess I'll go ahead and get some, I don't know, like whatever alchemist I'm working with at the moment to just kind of heed my bidding while
So you work
I'm
to leave
like take care
the
of me.
temple. So you
What?
leave the temple.
I go by pagoda so that I'm not seen. I wear a full I wear my full armor. So that it's
Make a disadvantaged wisdom save.
cool. Well, I got an 8 on both, so wisdom is plus. Why does it say plus 6? I don't know, but so that'd be 14.
We'll move to you tomorrow.
Oh, it's because I've got proficiency. Okay, that makes sense.
It's your character that's high on opioids, David, not you. Act like it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, you're doing that. Did the old man figure out a source to try and pursue? You have yourself muted.
I'm not muted. I didn't speak yet.
I just remember you were muted, from Nick bothering us.
That wisdom. Can that wisdom check have me check with wife first?
What happened happened.
Great.
You'll find out tomorrow.
Let me know.
You have wandered off into blackness.
I feel like I'm just gonna give up on this for now until I run into something else that would be a lead that would let me look further into it. So I guess I'm going to spend the day doing maintenance on any like all of the
Okay,
networks,
okay.
like
Yes.
making sure everything's running correctly,
Okay.
making sure
Check with
Yeah,
all the
all the
spy
business
leads
stuff
and
to make
everything
sure
like
it's
that.
running.
Okay.
Well, that and like the schools that I run for the entire group and things like that.
As Bob the player
Or
reminds the other
banks that
players
I
all the
run to
wonderful
fund
things
the
he
schools
does
for the entire group.
because their
but,
characters are upset.
Apparently.
I appreciate my sugar daddy.
Yeah, you do. That's why you're my sugar baby forever, I tell
This is
you
the
what.
one who actually got extra divine powers by his... Can't imagine why Stan's not the one that's upset. Gee, I don't know why they're so upset that you gave me double power.
Got rid of the murdering guy.
Hey,
He's
I said
trying
it
to-
was extreme. I wouldn't have done it, but what's done is done. I can't go back and change it.
I mean, we have gotten rid of an overly aggressive god of war to an overly passive god of war, so...
Yeah,
I would not say that yet.
I've done nothing hostile.
Yeah, there's a fair chance that we have a god of war that is simply going to keep all warriors alive to fight forever. An eternal war. A war that never ends and consumes all with fighting, but never death.
Yeah, just do it over here, guys. Leave everyone else alone.
What is that, Valhalla, except on the material plane?
Except everybody's too weak from starvation because they don't get fed anymore.
That's what the sidelines are for.
That's what the robot bodies are
Ah,
for.
okay. Yeah, robot bodies would do it.
I mean, we'll find out when they attack the Jade Empire, so...
I swear, you guys. I feel like the kicking. I just feel like a ball just being kicked around.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Stan mentions that to you, by the way. Yertle and his army are heading your way.
Oh yeah, by the way,
How?
now that we're on it.
How?
It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Since you killed the king...
You mentioned it to him through the telepathic wink.
Hmm?
He tells you...
Too
Yeah,
high.
no, he lets you know that that's great. That's great. He has
Great.
a wonderful idea. He knows exactly how to solve that.
You suck, Adam. Holy
You
shit.
took opioids, Terry.
Why does this happen? I have the luck stat for a reason.
Well,
Oh my gosh. I am getting
I'm
fucked.
sorry that I try and have
Yeah,
penalties
sorry.
when my player characters decide to.
get really, really high.
I did it so that I wouldn't feel pain.
That's why a lot of people do it. It has its
I
own
see
other
that.
consequences, by the way.
Yeah, the consequences. Oh my gosh. I don't know who to point at here. Fuck both of you.
The doctor
Point
did
at
not
yourself,
say
you
had
did
drugs. Yeah. I didn't say do that. I said you'd be fine. I won't let you die.
No, it's like the time that you decide to tell Terry, you know he's stoned out of his mind.
No, I remember it now.
He gets to shirk all responsibility because he told you.
I'll tell him when he's sobered up. Again, because I totally forgot that he was drunk off his mind.
We'll see what
I'm
happens.
in 2 towns over.
Dreams of beating up the king of King Bartholomew again. Yeah.
You know what? But see, that's not Terry. That's not Terry. What Terry would have, he would have dreams of the King Bartholomew and him in a cook-off. That's what he would be dreaming of. They're like, yeah, those
Your recipe
macarons
shirt, you
are
feel like
crunchy. You overdid your macarons. Ha ha ha.
The recipe's packed a punch.
Let me just do some dicing here to get some numbers added up. It's been
It's a pretty dicey
a few
decision.
days since we've given you your followers. I figure you want some occasionally.
Oh
Also-
yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
Or maybe it's been quite a few days. Alright.
Yeah, I totally thought I told you before.
That's
I
nice,
realized
dude.
I had a game. I thought I told you beforehand.
Good news, everyone. It took a couple weeks, so my lasagna is done.
That's what happens when you make it from scratch.
I mean, it means like little loaf, single person lasagna.
It's cute. I like it. I buy those little pans.
Mm-hmm.
Reasonable person would be like, That's 2 servings. I'm not a reasonable person. This is mine.
I mean, that's gotta be cheaper than like the $13 Mary Calendar.
Gotta.
All right. Billy.
The most expensive part is making the spaghetti sauce, which I didn't make. My mom made a huge batch of it, and I had like a frozen bag. I'm like, this will work.
All right.
Perfect.
So follower gains for the last little bit. 1,100 for Billy. Old Man and Rolfur get 1,200. Stan gets 1,500. Terry gets 3,600. Some of which worship him as the Cook of Death.
What?
We'll pick up on some of that later. So as we get to our next day,
Hell of a segue. Cook of Death.
I feel like I've just received a white elephant.
But look how pretty it is, David. It's massive.
And it's rare. And it's endangered.
rare.
And you have to take care of it now.
Think of all the advantages.
It's a gift. It's a gift, David.
like that.
Maybe you could become your own island.
I swear.
So, Billy, Stan, and Alice, you basically spent evening through Tulgard. Proselytized fairly well through there. When we get to the next day, what do you do?
Before next day, I cast Summon Celestial and make it permanent.
Okay. What are your plans for 176?
We go hunting, I think.
The Jabberwock.
Tell you
So
what.
you move out into the Tulgey Wood.
I miss out on all the fun stuff.
Okay, call out to the party.
It's
Hey,
no
y'all.
one else's fault. It's
Wanna go
no one
hunting?
else's fault. Can I respond to that, Adam?
You're doing this as you're leaving? Sure, let's be nice.
Sure.
I'll be in the morning. Like, hey, we're going hunting this morning, right? Yeah, all right. Hey, y'all, we're thinking of going hunting. Who wants to come join
Let's
us?
be nice and say yes.
Dan's the nice guy.
You are stirred to consciousness by this thought coming into your mind. You did not gain the benefit of a long rest, and you have 2 first-level spell slots left, and 1 second-level spell slot left. You have no other spell slots remaining right now. You are clothed all in, like, it's over your golden armor, and, like, it's obvious, like, it's poorly done, but just, like torn strips of black fabric that have concealed you. Other than your hands, with your bony arm having, like a variety of different, like, cooking utensils, like, adhered to it in different directions. And like, you're still, like, you have no idea right now where you're at, that is the thought, that message is coming into your mind as you gain consciousness.
Am I in a dark room?
The cloths over are over your face as well. You can see through it, but it's kind of like through like a mesh.
Am I in a room?
Yeah, you're in a room. You know you're inside. Do you respond at all to the thought, or do you try to identify your surroundings first?
No, the thought is opiates and godhood may not mix well. That's the thought that goes out to everyone except that one guy.
Did you take the news of Yurtle coming to attack your town that badly?
Yurtle's what now?
Hey, he's sober, huh? I told him he's sober. Yeah.
This is not the time. I don't know what I did or where I am.
You can take that up with him, maybe. I don't know. Having with the King Bart thing, when killing a king, kind of declared war, that kind of shtick. He's just a mercenary. But anyways,
instead of hunting, I may need help. Give me like 30 minutes. I have no spells right now. My magic is mostly gone. Also, my arm is a bone with
I told you
knives.
Don't do drugs. I don't know who told you to do drugs, but bad idea.
Oh me, why? Well, I guess I gotta figure out what the fuck is going on.
I mean, you can come over here and I can look at it again. Or, like, again, chop off the arm and
give me
regenerate?
like half an hour to figure out where I am. Because I have no teleportation ability. I gave you my helmet.
I can pick you up, I guess.
Give me like... I'll keep you updated.
I forgot I was muted.
Let me know if I need a biosuit.
Can't you just move through your realm?
I need to figure out what I've done.
What do you mean?
There's no way that I have all of these things on me and not something else has happened. I send a mental image of my bone arm with all of the cooking utensils somehow.
As you're probably
like,
removing it, whatever the
drilled
covering over your face and looking around the room, you're definitely in a kitchen, and there are just immaculate dishes around. There are 6-tier cakes, homemade lasagnas. That there are like whole cooked like ducks and chickens. And just like food for a huge force. Just kind of like laid out. And there's seats. There's just like almost like a stadium seating that's empty that faces you, but you're on some sort of stadium kitchen.
Do I recognize the stadium?
Yes.
No,
Yes, you've been there. You've been there since you've come back. You're in Bow.
Oh no.
It's one of the towns in the Jade Country where over the years you've done a number of competitions here.
Black
Well, either way, I sent the mental image of my bone arm.
It has like a whisk on one end and a spoon on the other, and like coming out like depending on how he. But it's just a charred bone with cooking utensils adhered to it.
That doesn't look attached to a forge. What happened?
I need to find out. Also, my arm really hurts. Also, everything really hurts.
You'll be fine.
Am I wearing anything underneath the clothes, like the black
You still have your gold armor underneath it.
Oh, thank goodness. I was worried that was gone, because that counts as adamantium. So I'm like, that's a big deal if I lost that.
Nope.
Okay.
For the record, I would like to hunt a Jabberwocky.
Oh, you... just pipe it in there.
Yeah, I can come pick you up. I pop over to...
Yeah, you show me all that, and I'm just like, opiates, it's a fun time. I'd like to hunt a Jabberwock.
Alright.
I said that before you started your story. I was muted.
Even better
now.
Yeah, so... Yeah. Timing.
Well, Adam, I start looking. I may grab I probably grab a slice of cake and just am eating it off the plate.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It has lemon zest throughout it. Nice.
It is the only thing keeping me calm.
Mm-hmm. Do you go outside?
Oh yeah.
There's probably 20 or 30 people that are just sort of standing, facing away from the door, that are just sort of standing like guards, like with weapons out, surrounding the door with their backs to you.
I go back in. I send that image to the group. I don't like. They're my guards,
Yep,
right?
they're guarding your door.
Well,
In
like
fact,
they're
I'm
wearing
thinking,
regalia.
is this one of the towns that you left one of your angels in?
No,
okay.
this is not, unfortunately.
And just people.
But it's one of my they're wearing like the Jade Empire regalia, right?
Yeah, they're locals. You're in Bao, so
Okay. Just making sure that they're my guard and not like, I don't know, another kingdom's guard in my town for some reason.
Are you scared of something? What's going on here, bud?
Like, I don't know.
Have you tried asking?
Not yet. I go into the kitchen. Is there anyone there?
No.
Is there blood anywhere? Oh, thank goodness.
In fact, it looks like you didn't do a great job, but it looks like you put a decent effort into at least cleaning as you cooked. So, yeah.
Yeah, what kind of cook leaves a good sauce just laying around?
I guess I do a thorough investigation. Not a thorough. I do a once over of the building from the inside.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of storerooms and cabinets. From the look of it, when you look through the larder and the pantry and such, you basically get the idea that while you were out, whether you just spent time here or somewhere else, the things that you made were probably the most efficient use of whatever ingredients were here to use up absolutely everything that they could to best of ability with having the least stuff remaining to make the most different recipes.
Honey? Telepathic.
Oh, yes.
Sora.
You're back up. Where are you?
I'm in Bao.
You went to Bao also. Okay.
I don't know what I've been doing other than cooking. And it's really good. I'd love you to join me for breakfast.
Oh no, we have it. You went through the houses.
The houses?
Yes. Yes, you went to the noble houses and prepared their kitchen. You said you told them to be ready for war.
And I made them
You
dinners.
said that's what they needed to be ready.
Honey,
Yeah?
don't ever allow me to get drugs again.
Okay. Don't ever get drugs again.
You have that regenerate
I
spell
do.
ready? I don't have no magic.
Of course not. That would make things too easy.
And
stay
Stan
there.
has my helmet of teleportation.
Stay there.
That sounds like a good
I
plan.
will find a way to you. Do you know where in Bao you are?
Oh yeah, I give her a description
Okay.
of the
Just-
place. To Stan. Hey Stan, can you go back to Koshkot and give my wife that helmet?
So at this point, have you gone and picked up the old man and then gone back?
Yeah, I guess I'm not burning all of this, so hold up. Yes. Yeah, that would have been two, yeah, but I mean, he would have said pick me up, yeah, in that time frame.
Yeah.
Right?
So you've used two of it for the day. I'm assuming it gets them all back with Dawn.
Yeah, it's got
So
3
yeah,
charges.
so, so whatever you used yesterday is back. That's nothing to worry about.
So you've got one charge left.
We kind of want to go hunting though, so
And I mean, if you use it to teleport to her, she doesn't have it to teleport.
yeah. No. Wait, can't you open the door though for her to get to you? Don't you share a door?
Oh, we do not share an afterlife.
You could go through your afterlife to try and get back there if you want to communicate that. Try and do that if you feel up to it.
Is that Would that be a better idea, Sora?
Think he's
I-
through
I
the
mean,
If
afterlife?
you
To get
feel
home?
sober-minded enough to be successful at it.
I mean, I'm a god. I should be able to get to my afterlife. I try to open
Yeah,
a
you
door.
can open a door.
Okay. Worst case scenario.
What is your afterlife shared through all? How is it?
It's individual.
Um,
Because right now it's still the forest. It's not the forge like I want it to be yet.
okay.
God, how
All right.
big
So you're
is this
opening up
area?
into still the forest.
300. Yeah, it's only 300
To
feet.
which you have pushed a fair number of what you would consider like mess ups, like things where you did not cook well, things did not go to plan, and you have just shoved them in here, like some of them like on carts and like falling over on the side over roots and things, like you just like right around where you enter into it, where you have just pushed the mess.
So if I open my door, I can see these without
Yes.
entering. I close the door, and I telepathically tell Sora, I can't, in good conscience, open my door into the hidden temple right now.
Well, then I will continue to find a way to get to you.
I begin to empty that. You know what? Without saying anything, I'm gonna go into my afterlife with all the stuff in there, and use my domain spell Wall of Fire to burn it. All of the mess ups, I'm burning.
That's a way to clean the kitchen.
That's how he cleaned his arm. Like, he never learns.
Fire cleanse, I mean, fire.
Nope, this is shame. This is shame.
You know what's more shameful? Burning food that could be eaten, even if it's not perfect.
Nope.
There's starving children in the world. You don't care about them.
You are correct on that part.
Much for a good god.
No one said Terry was good.
No. Okay. So you're working on destroying that evidence.
Right?
Meanwhile, a
Ryan
Jabberwock
just
hunt.
full screen crotch adjusting. Just
I think
full
more was
screen
his pants
for like
adjustment, but
God and
whatever.
everyone.
Yep.
Just ass digging, ball scratching. At least he didn't sniff his hand.
Permanent forever, all on the internet.
But
My deep pics are coming.
I burn my shame.
it's just set.
First your food, then your children.
I'd set Ryan on fire, but he's actually
Nope,
in my
other
house.
way
so we
around.
don't want to do that.
Burn your own house.
No.
Burn
So
them
Stan,
all
do you
down.
do any? What do you do? Do you just go on?
I thought he's taking a shortcut through his thing, which cuts our connection to the conversation, so I think he's in transit, so
Go hunting?
we're good?
So you keep the helmet and go hunting. Got it.
Like, I don't have means of getting back and forth. Wait, no. Yeah,
To
yeah.
be clear, I'm going hunting too,
Yes,
right?
the reason he only has
Yeah,
one
yeah,
left
I
is
already
because
got
they
you.
wouldn't
You're
got you.
good. Wait,
Excellent.
hold on. I can get it back. I got this. Where's David at?
I said to my wife at the temple.
Oh, to the wife of the temple? Okay, I totally drop her off. Go drop that off, and then I do jump into my realm, and then plane shift back to Bob and them.
Okay, so
I'm
how
good.
did you get
Cool.
over there?
I'm hunting.
Using the last
Teleports.
teleport.
We're out of teleports for the day.
So it is a fully
Huh?
empty
Oh,
magical
if you need to
helmet.
get over there.
But
No, the
return.
point is he didn't say anything to the rest of the party.
Oh, okay.
Because if he said things to the rest of the party, like, yeah, both you and Alice have ways to teleport.
Oh, I thought.
Because
Oh, well.
Terry
Yeah, Alice
only
could've come
spoke
and picked
to
me
you.
up.
Because Terry right now is being quiet about it. You don't necessarily know when he's speaking to just you or all group, other than no one else replies.
Okay, so yeah, my solution would have been okay. Stan follows through.
So
then.
yeah, Terry was over there having a melty, and I'm just like, I want to hunt a Jabberwocky.
Yeah, mistaken.
Oh no, like the
It's
like
being a good, nice guy.
the-
Yeah.
to be clear, everything was to the group. I said that at the beginning, except for that one guy. But the can you bring the helmet back? That was to him.
Because Yuzu had it.
At the end.
Yeah, so like you did nothing
Yeah.
wrong there.
Okay, yeah. So like
That's
now
on
do.
Terry. That's Terry's 10 wisdom speaking.
Hey, it's about time he took responsibility for something.
Yeah, just I want to get the series of events right because otherwise I would have been like, pick an old man, do that, and then
so the
carry
group-
the man with me while playing.
So the group at large understands that Terry is going through what Terry thinks is an event.
Yeah, he's fine, guys. He'll survive. Trust me, I'm a doctor.
As you head into the woods, Alice does make the aside comment that it sounds like Terry needs to hold his opioids.
Wow.
I don't know if you ever read this book, but
Yeah,
X2 Alice.
Alice does a lot of drugs.
wanted to join us on the whole journey because I kept him in on the loop. He never responded.
Who, Rolfur? No.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming he says no. To leaving your current quest and going to hunt Jabberwock.
Jabberwocky.
No, I'm still
That's what I thought.
occupied.
Okay.
Which I bring up. It's been a day and a half since I left to go do a thing.
And Terry has gone on an
And they have
opioid
done so
binge.
much during that
What
time.
the fuck?
You have no idea the number of the level of trip that Terry has taken over that time.
I found my body pretty fast, man. I don't know the time it takes you. I'm sorry.
Terry's
Yours
no
was in a
good very
cemetery.
that day.
If you know where it's at,
I
you
also
just gotta get there.
I don't think
Teleport
Rolfur
faster.
said what he was doing.
I did
Oh,
not.
okay.
Not yet.
He's just said he is doing something personal.
Okie dokie. I'll divulge meetings.
So, hunting team. How do you go hunting?
I take my Vorpal short sword.
Mhm.
I hand it and give it to my defender summon celestial.
Okay.
I also cast a magic weapon as a 6th level slot and permanency that.
Okay.
All right.
What does magic weapon do?
Gives it just a flat plus bonus, so it's a plus.
Isn't Vorpal already magic?
5, isn't it?
It's a separate spell.
Is the Vorpal sword magical or is it not magical?
I mean, it's a magic weapon. It's
Vorpal
one
sword.
of the magic weapons in
Oh, okay.
the DMG.
It just doesn't. Yeah, but it doesn't give a bonus to attack and damage.
I think so.
I don't think you can use magic
I can't
weapon
use
on.
magic weapon on magical weapons.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought I could.
No, you use it on a non-magic weapon, give it +1, 2, or 3.
Yeah. What was it? Did you not know Vorpal Sword's actually just in the DMG?
But I will summon my spiritual weapon to walk around with us. Get him up while we hunt, and then put spirit guardians, pop him out. Get my shield of faith out.
So, okay.
Yeah, Crusader's mantle.
Okay. Vorpal sword. Yeah, legendary. Okay. So if I can't cast magic weapon on it, then I cast holy weapon on it.
And so yes, you've prepared to fight it. How do you hunt it?
Survival check.
Go ahead and try.
Be inspired.
Well, how much do they give me extra?
It gives you a D12.
Guidance. So a D12, then a D4.
Alright, for 25. Then, where's my... What is this? Survival, is it +6? 31?
You spend your time going through the Tulgey Wood. Terry. Nope, Terry left.
Oh, 37, sorry. That was 31, sorry. My
Nope,
mistake.
Terry's invisible. We will do Rolfur.
Yep.
Late day. You managed to find the innocuous section of the path that during the foul weather that had bestowed you, you'd fallen off, and the crevice down which your body fell.
Well, with my new
Wait, you died from falling off a cliff?
Yes.
Huh. Lame.
Yes. That
I
was-
died like an old man in my bed, so I don't know.
That was kind of the point. My death was poetic, not me writing fan fiction about how cool I was.
Billy.
What do you think D&D is?
A different thing for every person.
And however you want to play the game is correct.
Unless you get weird
Yeah.
about it. Because that
And even then, as long as the people you're playing with also are cool with it, that's still correct. You can get as weird about it as you want.
You just gotta find your groove.
Yeah, even you can molest an island.
But yes, with my new powers of like flight
I believe in you.
and general immortality, I go and check the crevice for my
Yeah.
body.
It is still there, mostly decomposed at this point, having been more than half a year. Just sort of exposed to the elements.
Ray's dead.
I really just want to check for him to just slip and fall into the same spot and get stuck there.
True resurrection.
Nope, I collect my remains.
I-
I'm gonna go bury them in my godly room.
Okay. Easy enough for you to get between the places, so...
Yeah, now that I found it.
Anything else particular with that?
I mean, I'm looting my body. I mean, now that I'm here, I might as well grab my knickknacks.
Yeah. You did not specify anything specific that your body had.
I never thought I'd have to come back for it. This was something I didn't
Nope.
plan on.
Some people really planned on it.
We're busy stocking their fridge.
But yeah, no, I have gear on body and a question mark instrument question mark.
Yep. I was like, I probably had generic
Yep.
gear.
So,
You minimalist.
otherwise, as you bury yourself,
Yeah, go back to my godly realm and bury myself.
putting it some sort of specific marker and point of
Just under my tree.
Terry. A bit after midday, you get a communication from your wife, from Sora. There's a army outside of that auditorium. Faye, I think you're muted.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Should I mean, that wasn't expected by you?
No?
All right, well, I guess I'm going to come out and see what's going on.
Seeing how they've been standing there
Yeah.
all day.
I'm going to go outside.
Okay.
Ahem.
Do you have your face covered right now or not?
No,
Do you have your bone utensils? Or have you taken those off?
I don't know the best way to remove
I mean,
that.
you could see how to, like, basically untie or remove them.
You know what? They seem useful. I obviously put a lot of work into it.
So they turn towards you and look down. Yes, our lord?
At ease. I telepathically to Sora, are you nearby?
And waves from behind another building.
My wife. Approach.
And they kind of, like, look startled over seeing who it is. We're gonna go inside.
And the one that said my
Mhm.
lord to me, you with me.
Yes. And he kind of, like, looking, like, watching just his feet moving, he moves towards you.
Good. telepathically to Sora. Let's find out what we can.
Mm-hmm.
And I go ahead and Terry's got plus 14 to persuasion.
Yes, he does. So does Opioid
So-
Theory.
In the most without I want to, with giving the least amount of information I
Okay.
can, figure out what this guy thinks happened.
Just play it cool, play it cool. Don't let them.
Make investigation.
I'm very good at that. I'm going to use a luck point. 17.
My lord has prepared us for war with grand feasts, and the Jade Emperor's mighty avatar. Warning of the attempt of death to fall upon the nation.
The bedsheet avatar.
Well, I'm going to tell him then. I'm going to go ahead and have him grab some warriors to bring in, or there's tables set up here, right?
There are some tables towards the front, yeah.
I'm going to tell him, send in the troops. This is, I was like, these, as I gesture to whatever the fuck I've made, and say, are for my most loyal of soldiers.
Thank you. Kind of.
And as they're doing that, Sora and I step off the side, giving each other looks like, what have we done?
I probably shouldn't be there if I'm gonna heal flesh around it.
Yeah, right, we should probably do that. Although, they seemed to notice this. So, I definitely need that regenerate. But,
It does still hurt!
yeah. Okay, that's a very good point. Maybe some more opioids. No, so,
That became
No!
a problem really fast.
In fact, no, she rips the utensils off and attempts to cast
Okay.
regenerate, unless you resist.
I help her. No, I help her. I help her to do so.
As you say, perhaps more opioids after you told her this morning, don't let me do any more opioids.
It was a joke. No, I help her. Okay.
Which one? This morning or now?
But yes.
But, so, good job getting here. Did you get the helmet back? You're not wearing it.
No, it's empty, but yes, he did return it.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
But I can use my realm to get us back when you're ready to leave.
Looking at these warriors, I don't feel like I should leave them.
They.
Although I don't know what to do exactly. I wish I had some record or inclination of what I told them. I have no magic to double check. Yeah. Okay, you know
They
what?
seem frightened.
Yeah. I'm gonna take one of them aside.
They seem frightened.
I'm gonna take them into a room with me and Sora.
Basically, the room that you have in this building is into the pantry.
Yep. And of the 2 second level spells that I have left, I cast Suggestion. Tell me everything you recall within the last 24 hours. Start from the top.
Okay. So they, unless you need me to go about it, they start with a normal section of their day,
I need to find out how things got to 10.
Okay.
So starting normal's good.
By the point where you come in is after they've gone to bed for that night.
Okay. Okay.
And basically,
Did I steal this guy from somebody's house?
Probably his own.
From a noble house?
no, he's just a common
Okay.
man that lives in Bow.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Um,
Only nobles matter in your world.
but basically,
That has been something important about Terry for a while now.
That's why he was so mad at King Bartholomew.
That's fired.
without knowing your specific spells, basically coming down to you teleported into town, pulled people from their homes, done some degree of torture to get people basically bowed and to your, basically listening to your will as you put forth the gravity of the situation that was at hand, pulled an audience together to view what you could do to stop this oncoming force and save their lives, and proceeded to cook and tell them that this food was theirs when they were to be ready for the fight. And then, told you, and then once you had exhausted yourself from that, told them, selected a small group of them, told them to, to guard the building, and that the rest could leave.
Yep. This all sounds legit.
And then,
This all sounds like Terry. And that's it?
and then after guarding for some time, called them in to begin the feast for war.
Okay. I used my last second level spell. Suggestion. Never speak to anybody about this private conversation.
Okay.
And I go ahead and let him out. I go ahead and come out after him. I go ahead and tell them. I go ahead and make a grandstanding. War will be upon us, and you, as the chosen bow, much like the food, will come forth ready and steamed from the oven, and shall take base of our enemies. But for now, you rest. You have done well and proven yourself to the emissary, not emissary, the
Emperor?
what did you call it?
The Cook of Death?
You said it was like
I
an
forget
emanation
the
or
word I used.
something. Okay. Of the emanation of the Jade Empire. Rest well, for your time shall come. And with that, I go back in, with sweat on his brow, and looking at Sora, and be like, I think I can defuse this.
Yeah, let's get
But
back
I
home.
really-
We'll talk about what you've done at the noble houses.
Oh shit. Yes, dear.
Whereabouts she describes where there you didn't really have to do so much of torture, as enough of them recognize you immediately on sight and sort of know you from what you are, but yes, that you basically, called throughout the day of basically stirring up the houses to prepare for war, and went through each of the houses' kitchens to prepare everything that they had for them.
Well, I have in 2 days' time, I have about 20,000 gold worth of materials that I'll be summoning. I guess that's going to be restocking pantries. That was not what I was planning for that money. But yeah.
She also points out that in the heavy use of whatever they had on stock, the Misu family with the mining based operations, of course they do, felt that you were very rude with how heavily oversalted everything you prepared for them was. They know you know better.
Fault at their house.
This will be an issue. Okay. Well, I let the group know I made some boo-boos. I may have upset some nobles.
Amongst this,
drugs
are
are
you
bad,
letting the
okay?
old man know?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Remember
The only person
how
that-
much you used to tell the old man not to do that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so the only person
know.
that's being left out of this is that one dude. And
I let him know on the sly later.
and
I don't.
I'm
Just kidding.
gonna need like 2 days to set things right. So if you guys don't mind like holding off on the hunt, I would love to join you, but this is really important.
Sorry, we've been hunting for hours.
Have fun.
Kind of out of here now, man.
Yeah, no, I'm down to like first level spells right now. And honestly, everything
And
hurts.
tired and
Pride included. So I'm gonna take like a nap. Y'all have fun with your thing. Let me know how it goes, because I have no way to get to you. And I owe a lot to Sora and my people right now.
That's fine. It happens.
so
Drunkenly started getting my people ready for war? Yeah, it happens.
Listen, sometimes people make mistakes. The rational thing to do is to forgive them and not hold it against them forever.
Yep. Hopefully they'll see that's the right way to go once I start making amends.
Oh, no, you're a god. You don't have to make amends. They're lessers, remember?
No. I'm a king. I have to make amends.
You're an emperor. No, you don't.
Is he? Is he?
It's the right thing to do.
All right. I mean, I ran an empire for over 30 years. I guess you could listen to you, who's never done any of that, so...
Rolfur, what do you do after you bury your body?
After I bury the body? I finish outpressing. I reopen the shrine and let it process through. And once our current log that's sitting around on the table is done, I'm going to permanently close the shrine.
The shrine being what lets people distribute? Okay.
Yeah. Yes, people that have already been told they get to choose, they get to choose. Otherwise, I'm cutting it off now.
Do you do anything to stop the machines that are going through the realms, pulling people?
No. If anything, there's just a little thing. They'll still give the spiel about all the gods, but bring up that the accepted neutral ground for the dead is me. Basically, giving myself a little more of that ring, but no, I'm the god of remembrance. I deserve more than everyone else does.
Well, that didn't take long.
No.
You were the chosen one.
God definitely wants a kickback. I get
At
it.
this point, I got everyone to where they're at a reasonable level of power. Nobody's at risk of just getting absolutely slogged by somebody being more advanced than them. So it's time to start locking in our dominions, our domains, our portfolios. Mine is the dead. Not the oblivion-seeking psychos that want to go to a realm of pain and torment. Those people got their own thing.
Who the hell has a realm of pain and torment?
I think he's referring to the idea of a haunted house / BDSM combined environment being pain and torment.
Yes. I imagine...
I mean, it is metal.
Yeah, but who has that?
Him. God of Death.
Oh, does she?
They.
Yes.
I didn't actually know that was what her thing looked like.
But yeah, otherwise the goal is still to get people out of the river as much as possible, so making them aware of the options. I have to revamp the options for the constructs anyway, because we no longer have a god of war and life. They're now the same person, so we have to issue a little firmware update.
I mean, I'll just take a little sign over his thing under new management.
Yeah, we have to do a fair play, introducing Stan the Healing Man as the god of war and life.
Alright, so you start rearranging that.
Yep.
Hunting party. So it gets to evening, and a couple times you've heard some slight burbling heading away from you, but you've not managed to find anything.
Looks like we're skunked for this afternoon. If you want to put that up
Well,
in the morning, I can get Mr. Smiley out here.
it's like he would be able to track it, but the people at the tavern did give me the impression that the creature has the ability to at least sense emotions on some degree. So maybe if we're out here with the idea that we want to find it, then it'll try to make itself scarce, not wanting to be found.
Okay. Let's get away from this thing. Run away.
The barkeep said that he was attacked when he was just kind of resting under a tree, not wanting to fight. So
Yeah, and he also mentioned picking on weaklings at the town.
yeah.
Like outside the town. So, I'll perform to look a little weaker, but that's about it. Alter self!
Maybe you need somebody who's in a bad emotional state.
There's bad emotional state, and then there's Terry. Like, I don't want that level on a monster.
Can't eat that, I'd be drunk.
Ugh, man, I feel so guilty about what I've done. Maybe I should take some opioids.
They help me forget my pain.
That is how those
Opinion
become a
quickly.
problem, I think.
But I also get stone skin on the grip whenever it falls off.
Yeah.
Was
Stone skin? That one is...
just resistance, right?
Yeah, resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing.
Ah.
I figure this animal will be magic to a degree, pummel us with something ridiculous, but...
I'm not worried. They can't hit me.
It would be fine.
But yeah, and say Mr. Smiles would probably be good just so we know how far away this thing is from us.
Yeah. Crack him out and... wait till the morning to do that, or just do it now?
I mean, either which way.
Any which way but lose.
Yeah, let's just knock it down now,
Okay.
then. Open up my life door. Hey, Mr. Smiley's. Here you come. Look for somebody.
And do you... You were the one that was able to make it where it can communicate, right?
Yeah, I can cast telepathic bond so we can talk with it.
Okay.
Now I can mention that doesn't like it. Big dragon, okay.
But, it says there's one that's about 5 miles northwest of you.
Oh, that's not too far. We can go. Do you guys want to knock it out now? Is it like too late to hunt, or?
No, we just keep
It's
going.
like,
Oh yeah.
we haven't expended any resources.
Yeah. Okay.
Speak for
Yeah.
yourself.
You didn't expend any hunting. You just lost your mind a little bit.
Ryan.
Yep.
Can you give me Wild Beyond the Witchlight?
What?
He's asking Ryan to go over to his house, get him a book, and hand it to him, and then go back home.
I mean, I
and
could
get
get up
back on
myself, but Ryan has teleport, so
Ryan.
it is that shelf, yes.
Of course Ryan knows what shelf it is. It's in his house.
Oh.
Here it is.
Very convenient. And so how are you, knowing the distance, how do you move about to get to it?
Well, we could either do it the Dimension Door Bob way, or that's probably the fastest.
Yeah, jump on it. Let's do that methodology. Old man, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Someone have like a portable hole or something for you guys to all get in?
I can just put them in a door. Open my door,
Okay.
let them in. I can open it and let them out.
Yeah.
Anyone in that one, or
No. I never put them in ones with there's, like, people in them.
That'd be awkward as well. Get it. These guys are just gonna hang out with you for a hot
That
second.
fucking
Don't worry.
dragon that worships you.
So,
It's
hang out,
always the
okay.
one with the dragon.
Trying to make small talk with the guy.
It's just a
Dragon-
power move. Hey
Dragon's
guys.
like, why? Why, man? Why? It's like, you know why. You know what you've done.
so you pop out about 5 miles. You can tell it's moved away further. Make a
I do have protection from having my emotions or mental anything sensed. I don't know if this matters. But, I'm immune to any effect that allows other creatures to sense your emotions or read thoughts.
He immune.
Immune, yeah.
okay.
I don't know if that matters, but it is a thing that
so
I have.
what are you? How close to it do you try to get before you open up that door?
I mean, I don't see any reason why I can't get directly in front of
Okay.
Hey guys, is this it?
it. Just open the door. I found him!
I wish it was a bag of holding that you'd use, so you could just dump out the bag of. Let's reach in, up, do it, everybody flops out.
While I'm just kind of sitting here in the Bob's realm, waiting for the teleports to go through, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Aid on my Summon Celestial.
Yep.
Give him some extra HPs.
And so as you get like basically right up at it and open your door, it's going to just gaze at this group of people coming out of this space. And a 120-foot long, 5-foot wide line of fire comes out of its eyes into your realm, where the group is basically piling out through a doorway that is within that size.
Could have been with the dragon.
So you all need a dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
Oh, I rolled really badly.
It's almost
18.
You take 15 fire damage.
Do I make it?
Yes.
Evasion, I don't take any.
so bad.
I rolled an 18. I rolled an 8. I'm sorry, I rolled an 8. I got an 18. I get plus 10. I rolled really poorly.
Stan? I have a full character sheet for Alice at this point. I've actually...
I get a 24.
15 fire damage.
Oh, 15 fire damage. Alright. And then I also take half, so 7.
I think 15 is half.
I take.
But
I
he
also
has like resistance or something.
Yeah, I have resistance as well.
Oh.
So.
Well, that's basically cheating.
Celestial gets 19 on his dex save.
19 also. 15.
Oh, I was muted. Sorry.
Okay.
I had 15 the first time, but then I realized I had magic resistance, so 18 on the second
18
one.
succeeds, so take 15.
Not. Wait,
What?
is breath weapons magic?
Eye weapons seem like they'd be magic, so I'm accounting.
Oh, I'm at eye
Yeah,
weapons.
he has a fiery gaze.
It's not a breath.
It doesn't shoot fire from its mouth. It shoots fire from its eyes.
But since he hit me,
Buh.
now I get hit back.
Oh, you get hellish rebuke or whatever.
Uh-huh. Does 18 hit?
Yes.
I didn't know hellish was like any. I thought it was just melee.
As long as you know where it came from, source of damage.
That's
You
sweet.
raise back to it.
That's heckin' awesome.
And then, well, it's only one time thing typically, but the points into it. Right, what is it? Three shots. $40 damage.
How much?
40 damage.
Okay. Rather than bothering with initiative, we'll just now move into things with your team and then him. So, you each get a turn, in whatever order you guys want to take it in.
So he's attacked me?
Yes, he has. And at the start, and I need to know when you're starting because there is an effect as it burbles. So when you start your turn, you do have to make a charisma save.
Oh.
So whichever one you start.
It's not. It won't, because freedom of movement or mind blank won't have anything to do with it. Yeah.
Mm. Mm. I mean, it's a mind-affecting effect, I guess is probably the way I would call it. But nothing specific to being, like, charmed or frightened. It's none of those, so.
Okay. Because mind. Okay. What does mind blank do?
Mind Blank should have us all safe from that, right?
Yeah, we all have permanent mind blanking. So.
I cast Hold Monster.
Hmm?
Just
Okay.
Hold Monster. Not cool. It was my health abuse and Hold Monster.
I guess he's going first.
Yeah, you can go first.
It-
That's fine.
Okay, what do I need for that? And also, did you find out as far as what Mind Blink does?
Yeah.
Mind blank is totally immune to this touch. It is immune to psychic damage and any effect that would senses motion, read his thoughts, divination spells, the charm condition. The spell even foils wish spells or spells that affect or effects of similar power used to affect the target's mind or gain information about
Nope,
the
that
target.
does not affect this. So yeah,
Okay.
you need your charisma save before you can do your action.
Alright.
Here we go.
25
25.
succeeds, carry on as normal.
Okay, he need. Where'd we go? 24 on Wisdom save. Or paralyzed.
8. Does an 8 succeed?
No, sir. He's crippled. For a minute.
Well, he gets to make a save at the end of his turn, I'm guessing.
Yeah, the end of his turn.
Yes. Make another wisdom
Paralyzed
save
is
throw.
incapacitated. Incapacitated. Can't take actions or reactions. Can't move or speak. Is incapacitated. That prevents any of you from having to make the save. It stops burbling as it becomes incapacitated. So,
Sick.
Nice.
How far away is he?
from you right now, about 10 feet.
Okay. In that case, since he's incapacitated, I get advantage on him, yeah?
Not incapacitated, but possibly
Paralyzed.
paralyzed, I think
Yeah,
does.
paralyzed attack rolls have
Yeah.
against the creature have advantage.
Yeah, paralyzed does.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to put Holy Weapon on my sword. And then I'm going to go and attack him with my sword. So I can sneak attack him, because I have advantage, which is good, because that was a 1. That was an 11 plus... 11 plus... does a 25
Yes.
hit? Okay.
Are you within 5 feet of the creature?
I imagine so.
Then it is a critical hit.
Yep,
Oh god.
It's paralyzed. All on melee is critical.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna need a digital dice roller.
You gotta double all them dice.
Well, it's kinda...
It's already a lot of dice.
Did the semi-truck just get unleashed?
You
Well,
wasted your time getting a Vorpal sword, I bet.
Could be.
yeah. This is gonna be bad. Because I put Holy Weapon on there.
Yeah, that's just 2d8, so you'd be rolling 4d8.
Yeah, plus sneak attack, plus 3 d4, plus the weapon damage.
Captain Impossible about to get another killing blow.
And what are you attacking with?
Okay. Rapier. It's magical. It's my rapier of speed.
You get the Vorpal weapon and all that stuff. Bob just walks up to its incapacitated ass, right through the eye, into the brain, and out again. Slip. Okay, so what's next?
Do a little squirrel.
Okay. This is... I used to have a really good dice roller, and now it's no longer a thing.
Yeah,
D&D
I missed
Beyond
that site.
is a dice roller.
I can't hear a word you're saying,
D&D
Vic.
Beyond is a dice roller. But so is Google.
I don't see where.
Well, you have to be using it for your character sheet, and there's a lot.
Oh, yeah, I'm not.
Well, there
so.
you go.
But Google is also one now.
Oh, okay.
You've got options.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I will use Google then.
Praise Google.
Praise Google, praise him. Alright, how many? Oh, there's my sneak attack thing. I'm like, I can't find it. Okay, so it's 8d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 30. Do I need to not double any of
The
this?
only part that you don't double is like the static number. So all the dice are doubled.
Oh no, I need to know if there's resistance, because there's holy damage, cold damage, poison damage, and sneak attack.
It is immune to poison.
Okay.
Take out the poison. It is
39
vulnerable to
times.
Vorpal sword.
Okay, so 39 of that, and then it gets holy damage, radiant damage, so 2d8. Oh, I can just keep adding.
Yep.
Nice. Okay, and then 3d4. It's not resistant to
Nope.
cold, right?
Nope. The only thing
Okay.
it sounds like you need to take in is no poison. Otherwise, just normal.
Okay.
It's just better to have a really bad day from this door opening in front of his face.
Okay. And then I get to add. Add another 7. Okay. 153 damage.
So as you take your rapier and not like in the middle of the sternum, but just to the side where the heart probably is, you put like the rapier like it just pushes all the way through, and then you like swirl the insides enough that part of it kind of collapses in on itself as it dies, leaving only a small pinpoint damage to the actual hide. Just liquefying a bunch of the innards.
Haha.
It's dead. It's dead.
I turn around and go, "We win!
Victory.
Go team!
Yay! We win!" For the record, I would have gotten an extra 3d8 poison damage too, I think, or 2d8. I forget which it is. It's the trickery clerics divine attack
yeah.
thingy that they get every turn.
Alright.
There's that.
Successful kill.
I think you can one-shot David?
So don't worry, David. Even if you showed up, you probably wouldn't have gotten to do anything.
I'm just gonna go ahead and lift it up and put its body in my realm.
Oh, go team. Thank you, Mr. Smiles. Let me go back to the...
Okay.
Good. Alright.
That wasn't quite as exciting
So
as I
does
thought
it
it was
have-
going to be.
Does it have like a lair or whatever?
No, it seemed to be roaming.
It roams through the woods. Not that kind of
This
dragon.
is- I gotta be honest, I'm a little disappointed. Like there was a build up. There's a lot of build up. I'm a little disappointed.
The hunt was the build-up. That was the journey together with friends. That until we just
You
decided
guys,
to
you guys
expedite
hung
the
out in there
situation.
eating, drinking tea and eating cakes.
Hey, for the first like few hours, we were actually hunting together out here until we, decided to bring Mr. Mouse to the game.
Alice's like favorite tea and cakes is in there.
And it's just like, huh, well, I guess paralyzing the monster and then having the old man stab it takes care of it pretty quick.
I just
Yeah,
dismissed
again,
my
forgot
my
glowing
hero
sword.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh, it didn't have it.
No,
or-
it could have had him. It didn't use it against your thing.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, surely I will survive this. There's an old man poking with a very skinny little sword. I'll be fine.
Well,
It was not fine.
with that done, you guys want to go to the Dragon Kingdom?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, this was boring.
Alright.
I mean, what are we doing there?
Well, apparently dragons are the ones that rule there, so maybe they have some sort of ruling hierarchy that we can converse with and
Okay.
chill out.
Did we want to
But
wait
we're
for
not just
Terry on
robbing
that
them,
one?
right?
He
No.
seems sad to miss this one.
Should we just tell them that we didn't find it, or
I mean, it's nighttime
Hello.
now. We can all just head back and meet up in the morning again.
I'll see you in the morning. I open a door. I'm like, we're not
Yeah, I was kinda waiting for
traveling
that
from
just
here,
mention.
right?
No, we don't need to.
All right. Alice, you good to pick me up in the
I
morning?
should be able to.
Excellent.
Actually, I'll just come along and stay in the tavern if you still have a spare room.
Oh yeah, always for you. Come on. open the door. And when we walk in, I close the door behind us, and it's the one with the misses in it.
She curtsies to Jane.
I'm just gonna go and put her up for the night in the tavern.
Nice seeing you.
I'm like, you're not just gonna walk past the plate of cakes and not have a cake.
I can't take all of them. Just, I've had too
No,
many
no,
already.
but
It's-
here's a tart.
No, thank you.
And
Okay.
Stan, you had greater restoration, right? Could you hit me so I can work through the night, basically? Thank you.
Kapow!
Did you want to go back to Dollport with me, or?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I can proselytize overnight there.
Well, Dollport's pretty.
I mean, it's better than the
Yeah,
woods, man.
it's like Dollport's pretty saturated at this point.
It's not so much that you're proselytizing, so much as that you're being a celebrity.
It's like,
Yeah, the trees don't really do the fame thing very much.
Speaking of celebrity,
unless you want me to drop you off someplace else.
I'm good. I'm gonna walk with y'all. We can take everything in the morning. It's all good.
Well, I'll open my room and we can go back to Dollport, and then I can spend the night working on concoctions from the stuff that I've got.
Okay.
So, Adam, when I take her into the inn, I take her to her room. Like, she has her own room in the inn. It's actually part of the hiding people from divinity thing.
Okay.
So she does have her own room. It's like decorated and the like.
Very nice. So you do that.
Like-
Terry, were
like-
you were just basically recuperating, right?
Yep. At least 8 hours of rest. I also talked to Sora. So this army that's coming for us,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about going out there and just burning them.
That's starting to be a thing with you.
You know, it's what I got. The whole forge thing comes with quite a bit of fire.
Okay. Do you know how big of a force is attacking?
I don't. I honestly have no idea about what's going on. I know that there was some kind of army, but under Yordle, but I thought that was under Stan's thumb now, but I'm guessing not. So if it is that army, then it's a few thousand construct type people, things that are basically walking suits of armor. I think if after this whole debacle, I'm thinking about just going out there, taking care of as much of it as I can, and then just letting our people take out the rest of the weakened army as kind of a morale boost for them. I would love to know what your thoughts are, if you want to contribute, if you want to help me in that, if you thought this was a terrible idea. Like, what your thoughts were.
I mean, I'm certainly willing to help as needed, but of course, then there's always fears of results like with the last war.
Right. I'm worried about that to an extent. But we're not talking about a dozen mages going against a dozen mages for days at a time. We're talking about one god, maybe two. I look at her knowingly. And versus a relatively small but very capable army.
Well,
Because their army, I think, if it is that army, is very capable. They have machines, they have like all kinds of weapons. They're strong people, but It's remotely small.
And we don't have any reason to think that there'd be forces that they're pulling in elsewhere.
I have no idea. Which is, I mean, again, it doesn't. You say you want to help where needed. This isn't about need. I want to know if my wife wants to come and help me defend the kingdom. If this is not something you want to do, you don't have to.
Well, I would feel probably better more with the effort of regrowth once things have been defended. I mean, I don't know how much research you had into the last large war.
Honestly, not much. Once I retired from the army, I kind of
Oh no, not the
put it
skirmish.
behind me.
The last war, where the nation was divided in half.
Harry sits down, summons up what he thinks is some tea and snacks that his wife would like, and explicitly stuff that he thinks that she prefers. And asks her to take her time to tell me.
Because you think of the last war locally, because you're in nation. The last war was largely, it was local. It was a civil war, and that's what you're probably thinking of. She tells a story of the last war that was probably a good 2 generations before that. That involves a large portion of the kingdom north, which is the area that, from your upbringing, is just they are bad people. We do not go north. There is a scar of death upon the land, and we just don't go past that. And she tells the story of at least what her research from outside of the kingdom has said, that used to be part of the kingdom, and as what was partially a civil war, partially bringing in outside forces, that they divided off, utilizing other. I mean, you say machines. I mean, they weren't unlike that, but also very much, creatures of undeath. Until the land itself was, literally like broken, where there is a scar upon the land that called the Death Scar, where the northern border of the Jade Country meets what is called the Emerald Carving.
Would you like the Pantheon to go up and investigate and see what we can do to reunite that,
it might be worth
see
at
what's
least
going on?
If from what you're saying, you have no idea about it, there might have been great propaganda throughout your country affecting how it is viewed, to the effect it might be wise to at least see if what is thought of and viewed of your kingdom from your neighbors.
I'll put this as a high priority for the Pantheon.
Otherwise, you get some rest. Other people are working through the night. Rolfur is making sure to process all the souls that need to make a decision before.
I'm sure he's doing a great job. We can trust Rolfur to do that.
Well, I'm talking, but
No, this is Terry talking to his wife, despite the fact that Rolfur has closed off shit.
Nobody said something. What was that, Austin?
Nothing. I was saying that my stuff. I thought they were talking about.
Yeah, I was just basically making sure that I have everyone basically getting through the end of this day mentally before I call it an episode. And I say that we will pick up there with the next day, next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.